Hello, good evening. So, welcome to today's mock session. So, I think we can get started off with the mock interview. So, you can just give me a quick, brief overview of the current project that you're working in and the experience that you have, in the tech stack, all about that.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, my name is Bhupendra, and I'm working as a data engineer in Multinet Technologies Private Limited. And I have been in big data for past 3 years and my job revolves around building a data pipeline, adding some functionality to an existing data pipeline. Also, making a data models for the newly developed functions that has been added to the data pipeline. Okay, and my new project that I'm working on is on the counter transactions. How can we, we take the details of the customers, the transactions that has been made, and what are the we actually analyze the customer spending behavior. So we take the data from the database and we ingest it in the distributed manner in the distributed storage HDFS. During the ingestion time, we try to take care of the null values and try to optimize the file we when we ingest the data we compress the data so that it could be faster. It could be imported faster, and also after ingesting it to the HDFS, we process the data, we clean the data. For that we use Spark Hive, Spark with Scala, and for quick lookup we also make some Hive HBase tables. Okay, and after that, after cleaning and transforming, we put the data back to the MySQL. The database.
MySQL, like MySQLs, you will have your final.
Sorry, MySQL. Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be that's going to be a huge data. So who will be using up this data from this MySQLs?
So as I said that it is for analyzing purpose. So we are just checking the customer behaviors, the customer spending behavior.
Yes,
so
yes.
it would
Like
be
who will use this data?
Yes.
So
So
it's
for
about
that, it would be used by the data scientists, which will further analyze the data and the work they will do.
okay. So maybe for their machine learning models, they'll try to ingest this data. Okay. So can you just tell me, what are your final columns, some like final table data based on which they can get an idea on the user patterns?
Like when we use the transformations, we create new columns. So if I give you an example, we have to check the total amount spent by the customers, okay, in the past 1 month, and the payments that has been made, okay, and the products that has been bought, the offers that they have applied, how many offers they have applied, things like that. So these are the columns that we have to add on in the
Okay. So when it comes to offers, how do you calculate it? Some
offers.
discounts and all, yeah.
Yeah. So we have one some other table, offers and discounts that we have. Okay, offer ID and discounts that they can apply. So we join those tables, the transactions tables and the offer table. Okay, and as per according to that, we get the offers that has been applied by each customer, and we try to sum it up with that.
Okay, got it. So, as a data engineer, what you tend to get work on a daily basis, if I can.
So mainly my work revolves around this Spark. So data ingestion, like for data ingestion, we use a Scoop, and for, as I said, for storage we use HDFS. We use HDFS because it stores the data in distributed manner. So as we are dealing with big data, so it is it is necessary to be it is necessary that it should be saved in a distributed manner, and the replications should be there. And as you know that if a data node fails, we can still retrieve the data through HDFS. So that's the main reason we use HDFS. And also for processing, we use Spark, as I said, Spark with Scala. And also,
Okay.
and for quick lookup, we use Hive HBase.
Okay, got it. So, what is the process of CI/CD in your company? Like how you get it done?
So it is integrated with all the tools that which we have are integrated with the GitHub. So if we have to pull requests, if we have to, you know, pull the data, pull the code, we pull it from the main branch. Okay, all the
I didn't get it. Like, I mean, we will have the code in master, but like how
yes.
integration and deployment is done to the production. If you can just tell the process for that.
Okay, so it is mainly done through the GitHub. So we send a push request after developing the data, after testing the data, we send a push request. So we could to the to other teams so that they can test it, and then it is deployed to the production environment after testing it, after the pre-prod environment or all and some testing done there. After that, it is deployed to the production environment.
Like how it is deployed? What is the process for that? Like any what tools or something that you use to do that deployment?
It is mainly GitHub that we use for the deployment, the versioning tool.
Yeah, GitHub is definitely for the code development, right? But those
Yes.
changes, how will you deploy it into production? Like what is that, that connection you have?
So it is mainly taken care by some other team. So we actually make a jar files. Okay, so it is taken by after scheduling and everything. It is taken care by the other team for the production.
Okay, so you are not directly involved in the deployment, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, so when it comes for job scheduling, which scheduler do you use?
Actually, we use Airflow for scheduling
Okay.
the job.
Okay. So what is the alerting mechanism you have if your job fails?
If our job fails, like we actually scheduling is taken care by some other team, but still I know a little bit about it. So for like if our job fails, so there's a mechanism like we get the alert through the email. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
if our job succeeds or if our job fails.
Okay. So that is set in Airflow itself, or do you have any specific tool to do that?
No, we have set it in the Airflow.
Airflow itself.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So can you just tell me, suppose if you have a job failure, how do you try to debug it? Like maybe you can just take an example, maybe any recent, job failures you worked on and how you found the root cause for that.
Well, actually, when we get to know that there has been failure, like we check firstly we check in which stage it has been for in which layer the job has failed. Okay, is it in the scoop, the data ingestion time? If we are cleaning the data at that time, or during the transformation. Okay, so after checking that, we like, for example, it happens a lot when we give the path of the file, and we don't give proper path, and it gives error in like in Spark. Most of the time it happens in Spark. So
Okay.
we for that we check the error logs, what has happened, okay, in the Spark, and according to that we correct it as per the
Okay, got
error
it.
logs. Yes.
So if there is a error in the path, you will not even, put it into production, right? You will do like extensive testing at your dev side or even in the sandbox before you put it into the production, right? Because production, you need to be very sure whether the path itself is wrong. Even in your testing phase, you would have got it, right? Then like how actually this exact path issue was occurring in production.
Okay, so part in production, we are mainly into batch processing.
Yes, correct. So what I mean is you're telling there like there was some recent issue with path which does not exist or it was wrong.
Actually,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you won't even move to the production, right? You will be doing extensive testing before. If the path itself is wrong, your jar even will not execute and your job will fail in testing phase itself, right? Then
yes,
how
yes.
well you are able to push it to the production and then find it out like this is due to the path.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you can just think about it later. That's fine. So I would just want to understand
Okay.
this one. Okay.
Okay.
So can you just tell me like if there were any optimizations that you have done in your Spark jobs, what are those and how it impacted your performance of the jobs?
Yeah. So while using Spark, there are many optimizations that we use, for for different actions. We don't have to keep on uh, start our RDTs from the first from base RDT only. So for that we use cache or persist. We use persist. We go for persist mainly. And if there are many partitions and we don't need them, for that, if decreasing the number of partitions, we use police. Okay, and we sometimes we use a dynamic resource allocation. Dynamic resource allocation is given, but sometimes we use a static resource allocation, so that we can run the job more parallelly.
Mm.
Also, in joins, if we have to join two data frames, for that we mainly go for like broadcast joins if a one table is small.
Mm.
Also, if both the data frames are large, then we go for sort. We sort the data, bucket that data frame also, and so that it can be used as a sort merge bucket join also.
Okay, so can you give any examples where you have used the broadcast join and where you have used the sort merge bucket join? Which
Okay.
exact tables you are using and what is the performance that you have obtained out of it?
Yes, as I gave you the example of offers and the transaction table that we have.
Hmm.
Okay, so offer tables would have like small number of records. It
Hmm.
won't have that much. So we mainly we broadcast that table in in the memory of each data nodes, and
Okay.
through that we use broadcast run.
Okay. Okay. And how about the sort merge this join, sort merge bucket join?
So if I'm taking the um, transaction table and the user details table. Okay, and I
Okay.
have to merge the data. I have to join these two tables. So for that, we distribute like we do bucketing on the transaction IDs.
Hmm.
Sorry, card IDs also, and from this side, from user details side, we do bucketing and sorting in card IDs. If
Okay.
we So when we join the tables, it is already sorted and merged. We use like in Hive, we use sort merge bucket join.
Hmm.
So it works like that.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how we join it.
Okay, so can you just open your notepad and maybe write this code, how exactly the sort merge is happening?
Okay.
Hello, you got me
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so you can just give me an overview how exactly it is done.
Okay. There might be some mistakes in the syntax also, so forgive me for that.
Yeah.
And, Okay, after bucketing and sorting the two data frames.
Okay. So what this data frames consists of? First one is card table
First
with
one
card
is
transactions.
yes transaction data frame, and the other one is user details.
Okay. So in user details as well, you will have the card number because it should be specific to only user details, right?
Okay, so so card ID, and if we merge user details and the card table. Okay, so we can, yes, it would be card data frame. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So I just want to understand the difference between these two tables. Like
Okay.
what
So the first
exactly?
one is the transaction data frame in which all the transactions has happened
Oh,
by
okay.
the customer, by all the cards. Okay,
Uh,
and in this one, the card data frame, the cards which are there associated with the bank, the credit cards.
okay, only once. So this card table will have only one entry, right? Based
Yes,
on card.
yes,
Even transactions will have many entries, but
yes,
that particular card ID will be the same. Okay. Okay. Then this card table can go as a broadcast, right? Because see, max to max, you will, if you can go, you can have 1,000,000 cards. That's all.
yes. Actually, I have given it as an example. So yes, it can be used as a broadcast join also.
Yeah. Then where exactly do you use then this sort merge bucket join? Which tables exactly you use then?
Okay, so actually, we haven't used it yet, but it's still, I know about it. Like I have done some personal projects on those. I have like
Mhm.
just for the practice, I have used it.
Okay, but this is not exactly used in the project, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, fine. Okay. And then you're talking about, the cache and persist methods, right? So which
yes.
exact method do you use? Like storage level. Which storage level do you use?
So we mainly go for memory and disk. Okay, so for
Okay.
memory, because
Hmm.
retrieval can be faster, and
Hmm.
disk also, like if memory we don't have enough spaces in the memory, so
Hmm.
we
Hmm.
can still cache the data.
Okay, got it, got it. Yes. So I think we can get started, solving some, some use cases as well. Okay. I'll just share
Okay.
you a link. So I think you'll have access to that. Just a minute. I'll just share you that link. Yeah, I just pinged you, in the chat. So just see if you're
Yes,
able to open it. So
yes,
we have the question here. I'll just explain you that. Okay, the problem statement I'll tell you, and
hmm,
post that we have some questions, so you can get started solving them using Spark. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So just open the document. I'll just quickly walk you through this, or else okay, maybe I can just walk you through little bit and then you can get started off. Okay.
Hmm.
So what is
Okay.
this problem all about? It is based on food subscription channel. So something we have like Amazon Prime, Netflix, right? Where we tend
Yes.
to pay some money, like we used to subscribe and then post which will get access to their website. In the same way we have food subscription, so something related to the food like videos or some documentaries, all those things will be having in this platform, and we have to pay some amount if we have to use those services. Okay, and for that
Okay.
customers have a 7-day free trial as well. Okay, 7 days it will be free, post which they'll be
Hmm.
automatically upgraded to a monthly pro plan. Okay, so just come a little below,
Okay.
I'll tell you like what are the plans we have. Yeah, so these are the two tables we have. One is plans table and then subscriptions. So we have the plan ID, name, price, and subscription, customer ID, which plan he subscribed, and when the plan got started. Okay, just a little below, just come a bit little below.
So the start date would be after the 7-day free trial, right?
like it will be automatically done. Suppose today
Okay.
you started, and by next Saturday, if you don't unsubscribe, right, you will automatically be upgraded. If you cancel it, you need not pay any amount. Okay, so these are the
Okay.
plans we have. So plan 0 means trial and you need not pay anything, and then basic monthly means you will have some access to the portal, but it will be restricted, and this is the price. And pro means you have unlimited access to all the videos, all the shows, everything. And then next is like an annual plan, and then fourth one is churn, which means once you cancel the plan, right, you will have this plan ID activated, which is like plan ID 4, and the price will be null. Okay, so you got an idea, right? Just come little below, we'll see the subscriptions as well. So you can see here, right, the first one for customer 1, like he has firstly taken up trial version, which is on August 1st. And exactly after 7 days, he got updated to like upgraded to plan 1. Okay, because he didn't cancel it. So automatically he'll get upgraded. So that's the reason he got upgraded to plan 1. And that is the start date. So from 8th August onwards, he's in the basic monthly plan. Okay, that's how it goes actually. So for user 2, you can see from 0 to 3. So he has taken up on September 20th, and exactly after 1 week he himself upgraded to pro monthly. Okay, that's how you can take it up. So all those things. 4 means he cancelled it. So 2 means like pro monthly, all those. Okay. Okay, so now you can start working on the first question.
Okay. To get the distribution of.
So if you want, you can just copy this content and put it in a notepad, and then you can write your solution there as well. If you feel it's bit tricky to just go around, so you can just have it in a notepad, and then you can write your solution in the notepad itself. And if you want to have a look at the tables, you can just have a look at them.
Write a Spark function to get the distribution of trial subscription done on monthly basis for customers. So do we have to find the number of customers who has subscribed for the monthly plan?
Yes, monthly trial actually, monthly trial plan.
Okay.
Yes, customer count, you can get it.
Okay. Customer plan ID. So we have to give the plan name in the
Plan
table,
name
right?
is already there, right? They mentioned it is like trial, so you need
the customers number of customers who have we have to give the count for the number of customers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can I consider that these are the data frames already have been read through the, so should I start from the beginning, like we have to read the data first and then we have to.
Yeah, you can start from reader phase. Spark reader phase, you can start.
Okay. So I would do, so it is a structured data, right?
Yeah, you can consider as like a table only.
Okay. So, and format could be CSV, right?
Yes, you are flexible enough. Like if you want, you
Yes.
can take it up CSV as well. I don't have any restrictions there.
We have to define the schema, right?
Yeah, your wish, define it, no problem.
That is good. So, so we don't need the start date, but okay. Can I take it as a timestamp, like the start date?
You can take it as date itself. That is better.
Okay.
Yeah. If you convert it, I think you will face problem while solving the questions actually. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So we have to find out the number of. We have to find the count of each plan, right?
Yeah, monthly vices. Like for
Monthly
January,
wise.
like example, January I have
Okay.
some thousand, February I have like 2000, like
Okay.
that.
Mhm. Just a moment, okay? I'm just
Yeah,
thinking about it.
take
Okay.
time, no problem. Once you're ready, just let me know. Like we
Sure.
can discuss it, okay?
Mhm.
Yes, you have to get month.
So now we will get the month name and the plan ID and the count and the uh, number of plans, each plans that we have from this query.
Okay. So just go to the question once. Okay. Okay. Exactly what plan or plan ID they have asked us to do.
The trial, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'll take the other. So we have to provide the plan name and the month name and the count that each the trial plan has.
No, no. You need not provide the plan ID or name. So because
Just
I've already
just
mentioned,
the
right?
month name and the count.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so what is my final output is having?
Now my final output would have the month name and no, it would have now. Okay, just a moment. Here I will select the month and the count. So my final output would have the month name and the count.
Okay, so you are doing a SQL here and then you are doing it like a data frame dot select.
Yes.
Okay, but does that work?
I guess it will work like we have the column. Okay, now we will have to sum up the. Now, yes, we will have to sum it up the count.
Why
Yes.
you are going for summation of the counts?
Okay, so there will be just a moment. So plan ID and like for like if there is a plan ID 0, there could be many months. There would be many dates. Many dates would be there, right?
Yes, but you are
And
trying to group it by month, right? I mean, that's what we want. Like many dates can be
okay,
there. We
so
want
summation would already be there. It would be some
it's not even
the.
sum. Like why you are going for summation actually at first place?
So I was thinking like if the plan ID is 0 and we are giving like the month name, so there would be many dates which will be like in January we will have many subscribers.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so the count would be given for each subscriber in January month only. So the only for the Spark SQL query that I have written, it would be like a plan ID 1, then it would be January, then the count. Okay, again
Yeah.
it would be plan ID 1 January and then count. It wouldn't be it won't the total number of counts wouldn't be there for each month.
You are having only zero, right? Plan zero. Only trial we are talking about. Correct.
Oh,
You will
yes,
have
yes, yes, yes,
zero
yes.
Jan, that's all. Count. Then zero Feb.
Yes, yes, yes. So we count would be there only, right?
Okay. So I just want to understand, like directly from like this Spark sequels, you can do again dot select and you can do that as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. If you're confident, that's fine. Like maybe I didn't try it before. Okay. So okay, so from this one you will be getting the month and then the count. Okay, got it. Yeah. We can go to the next question.
Plan start date values occur after the year 2020. Okay. Show the breakdown of counts of events based on plan name. So what is this counts of events?
Events like plan subscriptions you can take.
Okay. Counts of plans based on plan name. So here we have to so here we will find the subscriptions which are after year 2020. The start date is after 2020, and we have to find the number of counts of each plan name, right?
Correct.
Okay. So start date is already there. So from DF1 only. Start date is- Okay. Date format to okay, after. So here we will get the we have filtered the data frame from it will show only the plan ID and the counts of the plans we have. Okay, so now we just have to join it with the plan data frame. Mm, and
Okay, so in the schema, it is just only struct type, or we have something
we
additional?
have DDL string also. Yeah, we have
No.
DDL string
The
also.
syntax. Each field you are writing, right? In struct field, it's a list of, and then you are writing, right? So we have something other
Yes.
than that.
So in like for defining the schema.
in this syntax itself, if there is anything missing.
The struct, yeah, struct field also we
Yeah,
have to mention.
correct.
Okay. So here we have data home. Now we can join these two tables. So,
Now here you're going for data frames. Previously I've done with SQL, right? Spark SQL.
yes.
Then like try to just maintain like one level. Either go with data frames
Okay.
or SQLs you can go with.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Select. Okay. So for this, we will have to make a new. One. Okay. Mm, okay. That's one. Plan name and so yes, so here we will get the plan name and the count for each plans, and the it would be about the date of year of 2020.
Okay, so I think for the final data frames, you can write data frame, like finally show the results for
Uh,
both, I think, DF2 and DF5.
okay, so I have to write the data to
Yeah,
save it.
like finally write, like, like output. This is
output.
now,
Okay.
it's a lazy, right? Now only if you have some actions, only then
Yes.
it will,
Mhm.
execute.
So if you are saving it in the Parquet format, so I don't have to mention
Oh,
the
that's fine.
format that we are seeing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. And save mode. Okay. Mm. So can we go for override or append? Which one should we do?
I think
Like
append. I think we don't
okay.
override it. You can just append it. That's it. To
Okay.
that path.
Okay. Okay. So, and do we have to do the same for data frame 5, right?
Yeah. So this is the final one, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is the second problem.
Yeah.
So can we move to the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is a customer count? Customer percent on who have joined to one decimal point. Customer count. Like, do we have to show like the people who has who had taken the trial?
Churn
Convert.
means just go above. In the plans, you will have it actually. On who have churned, right? You just go above to the table structure. Yeah, here. So 4 is churn, right? Which means how many people have actually cancelled. Okay.
Okay.
Count of customers who cancelled and what is the percentage of them till today.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just tell the logic actually.
Okay.
So we are just running out of time, right? Like
Sure. Sure.
maybe how you just proceed. Like can be your logic for it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Customer ID, plan ID, start date. Okay, so in this table we will have two uh, two data, right? One for each customer, like
Uh, hmm.
each. So okay. So firstly, we will calculate the number of customers who had taken the trial plan. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and then we will filter out the data for the customers who have done the plan with the plan ID 4. Okay,
Okay.
so we will have the count of both.
So do you need trial version for this?
Uh,
Customers who have taken, like how is it related to our problem?
so this will show us like the total number of customers who have actually applied for the trial. From that, we are converting it the customers to the to our.
Cancel. Like, is it required? Like, I mean, see, definitely most of the customers might have entered through trial, or some people even who like people might have taken directly pro plan as well, right? So
Okay.
there can be chances as that.
So from out of the like, so we don't have to just take like the customer is going for the trial method,
Oh, you just
trial.
need to tell me. So you have the tables, right? How
Mhm.
many, how many customers have actually canceled the plan, and what is the percentage of that customers?
Out of the total customers.
Total customers, correct.
Okay. So, okay. Okay. Fine. So firstly, we will take out the total number of customers that we have.
Okay.
We won't do filter or anything. And
Hmm.
after that, we will take out the customers who have churned the plan. total number of customers, the count of those customers. We will filter through where clause.
Okay.
And after that, we will apply division.
Okay.
So we will get the number of percentage of the people who have joined the plan.
Okay. So how do you round it to one decimal? Like, do we have anything particular for that?
To one decimal, so I didn't get it. Like,
Suppose, let's say you have something for like, how many people have cancelled. If you actually do that division, you get something around 7.894. Okay, you have to round it to one decimal, the nearest one, like 7.9. That 894, you round it, and then you have that rounded decimal.
okay, so we can use the round method for the like,
yeah, you can go for the round.
or we can go for ceiling or floor also for it.
Seal, right? Yes, they also are mainly meant for rounding up.
Yes.
Correct. Would you like to try it out, or how is it?
Sure, I can try that.
Okay, then. Yeah, go ahead.
So can I skip the reading?
Yeah, everything you can just skip. Only write the sequence.
Okay.
Just the sequence.
Cycle.
Right?
Okay. So I'm taking distinct in it for the total number of customers, as we have like two customers in it, right? So I'm taking the distinct in it. Okay. Total number of them. So the first data frame will have the number of customers.
So even for the churn, do you need distinct, or it's just count star?
For churn?
Yeah.
No, we can go for the no, we don't need the distinct for in that case. So it will take only the plan ID with number 4.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will have to. So I'll make a table out of these two data frames on also for data frame 1 and data frame 2. Okay.
Okay.
Select. Okay, so here we won't be able to join the table.
Correct.
Okay. Yes. So for that, we will use. um, So like
Mm.
it would be a single output.
It
These
will
two.
be like two fields actually, like suppose there are like 100 customers and percentage is like 5, like that, like 5.1 or something.
Like it would be a single number. Like the for the count, if I will go for with the count, it would be like a integer only, like 25,000, 30,000.
Count will be, yeah, it can be that way,
In
and
both the cases, right?
both
So
will be integer only. Count, right? Count will
yes.
be integer only.
So I can also do it in the local. So I don't need any parallelization for that. So I can convert it into the int and then I can do the division also.
I mean, it's already an integer, right? Like what
Like
convert?
no in like it is in the it is distributed in the cluster, right? So if I want to make it local, like if I dot to int, if I do this,
Okay, okay,
and for this also I do. Okay. So now it would be the data type would be integer.
okay, okay.
So I can create a so now if I'll go with df1 divided by df2, well, df, I can give the answer in this form also.
Okay, but I want even the count, right? I
Uh,
mean, how in sequels, how you do that? Like
okay.
in Spark.SQL, you have to, like we have been following the same, right?
Okay.
Spark.SQL, how you give me that result?
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'll just try, like you are very near actually. So
Mhm.
so you need not even go for a join. You can just do like from subscriptions comma plan ID. And for this one, you can just give like select
Yes.
total count and then double. I mean double or this one, I think round of comma 2, I mean comma 1, which you will try to have it to nearest decimal.
I
Don't go for
can
join.
apply union also in this. Can I?
Union, okay, you mean same. I mean, why you're trying to join it again? You can just do like from subscriptions, comma, both are subscriptions. I think you can just have a name change. Subscriptions, comma, subscriptions one, and then you can just do it. So you don't go for joins. If you go for join, you don't have a common
Okay.
column to join, right?
So I need to just select
Yes,
subscription,
just,
comma subscriptions one.
yes. Just directly select from that, and it's like just done. That's all.
Okay. So I have to do
Select total count, comma, total count by churn count, where you will have
total count,
comma. This is
comma
like just total churn count by total count. So and you will surround it by churn count by total count.
okay, sorry. I have
Yeah.
to apply them.
Okay. Round of this one. Yeah, comma 1, and actually it needs to be into 100. Like
Yes,
firstly
yes, yes.
it needs to be like percentage and then apply that round.
Hmm. From subscriptions, comma subscriptions one.
Subscriptions one. Yeah, you can just include total count as well. At the starting, select total count, comma, this function round of that. So that you will have firstly the total counts and then the percentage of it as well you will be having.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So that would be just end, and I think just it's almost done. Just need to write it out. So that's it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, yes. You can just stop sharing your screen. I think we can just have a quick feedback, and then if you have any questions, then I'll try to take it up. So feedback on your interview, right? So I feel the first project level, I feel you just need a bit more clarity. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Because see, when I was asking, you're telling, okay, this does not exist in the project, right? So that can be, for the person who is giving the interview, right? He might think, okay, so now this person is, just changing out things. So it should never be like that. If you say
Yes.
something, you should be like very sure that that has been implemented, and if asked, you should also be able to show it up. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So that's one thing. So project level, you just need to pay a bit more focus on. Okay. And when it comes to your technical round, I feel you're very good at it. So I can see the flow of the process, right? So you're writing out everything and you're explaining it and you're asking questions.
Yes.
So I think that's a great strength for you. So
Okay.
that's a very good thing that you have performed. So like well done for that. And
Thank
just
you.
pay some attention on the project. So post that, I think you will be much more ready to take up any sort of questions, and I think many companies will be waiting for you as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, okay, then
Okay.
I'll just stop the recording.
And one more
Yeah.
thing, like I have to ask, like
uh,
for like as you said in the for the project rounds, like
uh,
I'm not sure about the Git or GitHub, the integration part that you said, how we will deploy
uh,
it.
okay,
I got
okay.
stuck in it. So
Yeah.
I haven't worked in the like in IT environment. I am not from the IT background, firstly.
Okay.
So I really don't know whatever I have learned it through your videos and Sumit sir's guidance,
Hmm,
and that's
hmm,
all.
hmm,
So
hmm.
how can I improve it? Like how does it
Hmm.
work, like deployment? Um,
Okay. Okay, I will talk about it, okay? But maybe I'll just stop the
sure,
recording
sure.
for now and we can discuss it, okay?
Yeah.